Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. Hope you are good, doing well, enjoying your weekend, and obviously getting ready for next week. Again, guys, welcome back, and hope you are doing good. All right. Now let's look at the website techtradingacademy.com, and then we're gonna look at the setups for next week and upcoming opportunities. Okay, so if anyone want to join us, looking for group membership or looking for one-on-one training, just simply go to techtradingacademy.com and check the membership levels. All right, so for group training level is there, for membership level is there. If you're looking for further information, just simply fill that form and send that form to me for further information. So I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible for further information. Okay, so hopefully that the trading view is all right. We are having, live stream on trading view as well. Okay, so let's move on to the setups and for the links. Okay, so for links, for social sites or for social links, just go to my trading view profile and check the signature box. All right, just go to my trading view profile and check the signature box. You're gonna get all these links from there. Okay, so hopefully you can see there. All right, so for website, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Slack, and Telegram. Okay, so now let's move on to the setups. All right, so now let's move on to the setup. So I have posted a couple of setups on the trading view. Hopefully you have gone through. All right, you have seen those setups. If haven't, then go through and hit a like button as well. So Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we got some good price action last week. So it is setting up for another leg lower. We are expecting it to drop and at least tag that low, tag that 41.20, at least that price. All right. And if you're gonna get a sharp sell, then go all the way up to 102. So this is a good opportunity to watch for next couple of days to weeks. All right. And dollar yen is simply setting up for a huge breakout for longer term, for upside up to 124. All right, so on lower time frame, it is setting up for a breakout. We are trading within that descending channel on lower time frame since we can say that since July. All right, and it is setting up for a huge breakout. So need to watch lower time frame. All right, for reversal, for breakup. And dollar CAD. All right, so hopefully you have seen dollar CAD chart too. We have seen, nice aggressive move from the bottom on the dollar CAD, which is just about to hit the 127.50 areas. Okay, we were looking for last week it to either break out and continue to go higher or go for another leg lower. So we have seen another leg lower last week. All right, so that leg and then we were looking for on lower time frame, like 50-minute time frame, for buy opportunity from 126 areas. Okay, so we got a nice rally over there on dollar CAD on lower time frame, 50-minute time frame. Yes, we were expecting this flag to form, first of all, bounce up from the bottom, and we are within that reversal on the dollar CAD. Hopefully you have into that trade from the low, from the bottom. Okay, if not, still you can chase that trade. Okay, we still can see another leg lower on the dollar CAD. All right, so there is possibility that dollar CAD can go up to 124 or 124.50 areas before we're gonna get a reversal on it. All right, but the pattern which we see over there on the dollar CAD is telling us that we are setting up for a strong breakup on the dollar CAD for up to 130, 31, or 32 areas for next couple of weeks. All right, so how dollar gonna gain. Okay, so we need a fundamental, you know, reasons for dollar to gain. Right now there is no fundamental reasons for dollar to gain. All right, so when we look at the fundamentals are telling us that we are having zero interest rate policy. Yeah, Fed is using zero interest rate policy, means that bad for dollar in longer run. All right, that's not good. We are having similar market which we have seen in 2008 and 2009. All right, when Fed you know, cut the interest rate back to zero and dollar went lower. So similar market is there. Everything is just rising and dollar is just falling. How dollar can rise? The question is how dollar can go up. How can it reverse? Okay, so it's going to depend. I have already said in last couple of weeks that it's going to depend on Fed action, how Fed is going to deal with the, you know, higher yield. Okay, if yield keeps pushing higher, then Fed can stop buying the bond. All right, and then they can move on to they can move for tapering. All right. And another thing, if we're gonna have you know, 1.9 trillion package, if that package pass through Senate and House, all right, in coming days and weeks in US, okay, then this is obviously going to be a good sign, right? Obviously going to be a good sign for Fed to think about their policy, their bond buying policy. Yeah, current rate is 120 billion per month. Okay, then they can alter that, they can drop that, you know, or they can even go for tapering. Okay, so this is gonna be good for the dollar. Okay, yeah, because market gonna expect that we're gonna have inflation, all right, quicker than expectations, all right, and yield gonna go higher. We're gonna see, you know, we're gonna see strength. Okay, so higher yield gonna good for the dollar. Okay, so that's the fundamental reason we need to see strength on the dollar. Okay, so currently market is building for that. So Bitcoin, okay, so Bitcoin, we were expecting it to bounce off from that low, from 30,000. We get a bounce off, okay, but bounce off is not so strong, not ideal. Okay, it's okay. Okay, that bounce off is okay. I mean, right now for the Bitcoin to hold 30,000, okay, and that bounce off can extend up to 36, all right, 36, 37, or 38 areas, and we can see another leg lower from those areas back to 30, all right. So there is the update. Okay, so this correction which we were anticipating, now that correction is just appearing over there. Okay, we're gonna look at the lower time frame for next week, what to expect it from Bitcoin for upcoming days. Okay, but okay, we are having a huge weekly correction, as said before. We are running within that, and don't forget that Bitcoin is a mother of all bubbles. All right, so history is in making on Bitcoin. That's the reason you are having, you know, $10,000 strength of the Bitcoin, and then again 10,000 drop on the Bitcoin. Huge volatility over there. So if you are trading on the Bitcoin, okay, make sure you understand that you trade with care. Okay, and there is another asset. Make sure you trade on that asset with care, and that's the Tesla. Okay, both are forming huge. Not just Tesla, okay, US stock is also in bubble territory. Okay, they are just keep pushing higher. So if you're trading on these higher valuation assets, okay, then make sure you are trading for short term, not longer term. All right, you are not having a longer term opportunities on these assets which have already moved a lot and in a higher valuation territory. Okay, so we get a pound CAD. Okay, we get a nice huge breakdown. 200 pip move was there last week on it. Okay, and then a quicker reversal over there on the pound CAD. Okay, so still a good opportunity to watch it to go down from 124.50 or 125 area, 170, sorry, 174.50 and 175 area. Okay, so we're going to look at the lower time frame as well on the pound CAD. All right, and pound dollar was the last week trade. Okay, so we were looking for this to correct and keep dragging lower, so we got another leg higher over there. So that was a good trade to sell opportunity, okay, so on pound. And what was the next? So next was the pound CAD. We have just seen, okay, so last week we got a good drop on it, and then euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, so we were expecting euro New Zealand dollar last week to go higher. Okay, we have seen bullish wave, then we have seen bearish, and then bottom, you know, buy from the bottom. We have seen both, you know, opportunities on it, and then New Zealand dollar. Okay, so last week we have seen that chart, New Zealand dollar and yen, and same goes with the euro yen. Okay, so we have seen euro yen as well, and Nasdaq 100 index, bit old chart. Okay, so euro yen. And your Nasdaq 100 index was also a buy opportunity. Okay, so if you have gone through that video, then you you must make some money from this short-term buy opportunity because of that trade. Now let's move on to the opportunities for next week. All right, so first of all, dollar index. Okay, so first of all, yield. All right, so US 10-year yield, so that's important right now. So yield to just keep pushing higher. So if we are going to see a sudden quick aggressive sharp move on the yield, and yield is going beyond $2 mark, all right, or 2%, sorry. Okay, so if it is going beyond 2%, that's going to be a alarming situation for the Fed. Okay, they can react very, very quickly. So right now, people are not expecting sharp move. All right, they are just expecting slower strength. Okay, slow strength towards 2%. Okay, but if we are going to see a quicker aggressive sharp move, something like that, okay, that's going to be a good sign for the dollar to gain. Okay, so sharp reversal on the dollar. So dollar index. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame analysis, bigger time frame analysis. All right, so bigger time frame analysis is very much same. We are within a huge huge trend. Okay, so huge bullish trend from that low from 2008. All right, so we were having strength on the dollar since 2008, and we have seen in 2002 as well. All right, so 1995 and in 2002. So there we are looking for another leg higher all the way back to that top, or at least give us a weekly pullback over there like that before going to continue to go lower. Okay, so longer term picture is not good for the dollar, as I said. Okay, so longer term picture is the negative zero interest rate policy. Okay, means that it's going to create room for the other currencies to gain. We have already seen strength on the other currencies. Okay, so emerging, we have seen strength on emerging market currencies and developed market currencies. Okay, so everything is just rising against the dollar. So that's the structure. Okay, that's the structure or pattern which we are having. This is a huge descending wedge, we can say that. Okay, in longer term, this wedge should break up, should rise aggressively for upside, should reverse. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, last week we were anticipating this flag to form. Okay, we are having that flag. All right, now next week you are looking this flag to break out. Okay, so break out aggressively, strong, get into the trade entry and let that continue to go higher. Okay, so make sure you get into the market in a strong breakout. Okay, so setup is very much clear, flag is there, nice correction is there, you're looking for a breakout like that. Okay, if a breakout is going to come, then you are chasing that breakout. All right, so let's try this highlighter for the trading view. All right, okay, so you're looking for that breakout. Okay, that breakout entry and then continuation for upside. Okay, so this highlighter I think is not going to work for us, because we have to remove every time, so it's going to take a lot of time. So I'm using other pen, other highlighter. Maybe those who are watching on the trading view, I'm not sure if trading view is working or not, then you guys going to see my drawing over there. Okay, so breakout. Currently we are having this bearish move. Okay, so breakout of this, another leg lower back to that low or new low. Okay, we are not interested within that trade. we're going to be more interested for the buy from this new low or from this previous bottom. Okay, we'll let that go. So this move is already gone from these areas, so this breakout, just let that go. Okay, but breakout for upside, you're looking it to continue to go higher. All right, so if I'm going to go to the 4-hour time frame, you're looking it to breakout for upside. Sorry. Okay, now let's move on to the next chart. Look at this wedge. If I'm going to look at the daily time frame, wedge is forming. Okay, so wedge still can form a flag over there for another leg lower. Okay, that flag, okay, for another leg lower. So looking for that to break out. Okay, or if I'm gonna invert this chart. Okay, so chart is very much same like euro dollar and dollar index. Okay, so it's because of the I mean 57% euro you know, is there in the dollar index. Okay, so if I'm going to go to the 4-hour time frame, so you're simply looking for that breakout. Okay, that breakout to happen for upside on the dollar index and for the downside on the euro dollar. Okay, so euro dollar chart, we just need to, you know, correct it. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the daily time frame chart, as I said, okay, if Fed goes for the tapering, you know, before than expectations, okay, this is going to be a very, very good news for the dollar. Okay, very good news for the dollar to gain. So this is what you are looking, okay, breakout over there and then reverse all the way back to 110 or 112. Okay, so last week we were having ECB rate decision. Okay, what ECB was, you know, showing, they were showing their concerns that strength on the euro is not good for them, okay, for inflation, and it was on their, you know, agenda, and it was on their, I mean, at second place. Okay, and higher the euro goes against the dollar, again you're gonna see, you know, dovish, you know, dovish tune from Fed. Okay, so that dovish tune, you know, gonna be good for the euro to drop. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, we were expecting it to correct last week. Okay, so we are having correction over there, this 4-hour time frame correction. When market gonna open, you're looking for breakout. Okay, so breakout, entry, stop behind that, and you're looking it to continue to go lower. Okay, break that trend and keep going lower up to 116. All right, so when price gonna test that trend line, watch it, price action over there. Okay, if hold, then another leg higher within that wedge. So I'm gonna look at the lower time frame. All right, so I have said that you are looking for breakdown entry. Okay, so sharp breakdown, when price breakdown that 4-hour time frame flag, you're looking to get into the trade. All right, as long as price stay above that trend. Okay, I mean, this is the trend right now. Okay, as long as price stay within that trend and keep correcting on lower time frame. Okay, so there is a possibility that the euro gonna go back to the previous top. Okay, gonna test 123.50 or 123.40 area, you know, 124 areas. So make sure you understand that and get into the market on a good price section, on a good breakout to the downside. All right, as I have explained the dollar index. All right, this correction still can keep pushing higher. Okay, that way, all the way back to that top. Okay, if so, it is tradable. All right, need to get into the trade on a lower time frame for that much profit. Okay, but again, there's gonna be a sell opportunity from this previous top or new high. So we are less interested in this move. All right, we are more interested in a breakout to the downside. All right, so if breakout comes, you're looking to get into the market, and your short-term target going to be that previous low 120.50. Okay, and if short breakout come, go all the way up to 116. That's the euro dollar, and dollar chief is also very much same. So if I'm gonna look at the, you know, bigger time frame, okay, so we are having similar wedge there on the dollar chief chart as well. All right, so you're looking again breakout on this chart and sharp reversal all the way back to 93 areas. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame, and we are having that correction over there. Okay, this correction, that correction to break down, sharp breakout, entry, stop, and let the market continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, and this to break down. All right, yeah, your short-term target gonna be that low. All right, this low, another leg lower, you are looking first back to that low, and if short move is coming, you are looking all the way back to 93, 92 areas. Okay, or buy on the dollar sheet. I'm showing actually buy on the dollar sheet, not the sell, but I'm just showing, you know, similar pattern over there by inverting my chart. So the way I have explained the lower time frame on the euro dollar chart, okay, so similar way there too. Okay, so we are having that trend right now on the dollar sheet. Okay, so this correction, that's the trend. All right, that correction, another correction is information. Okay, that correction, as long as price keep forming and keep breaking for upside, don't get into the trade for the downside. Okay, if you're not looking for reversal for longer term and looking to trade for short term, because you can trade for upside all the way back to the previous, you know, top or low on the dollar sheet. All right, and again, you know, buy on the dollar sheet from the bottom. Okay, so you're looking for sharp breakdown. Okay, sharp breakdown entry, and looking for to put stop behind that and looking to get it, you know, dollar sheet to keep dragging lower. Okay, all the way back to these lows, these areas, 93 area. Okay, so that's the dollar sheet. If I'm going to look at the dollar CAD chart, you guys have just seen over there. All right, Chart is also very much same like the euro dollar. Okay, so we got a nice bounce off over there from 126 areas. Okay, and almost 170 pip move already happened over there. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, all right, so straight away go to the lower time frame. So we are having a similar kind of move which we have seen last week. All right, this move. Okay, so same analysis, price, as long as prices just keep correcting over there on 15-minute time frame. Okay, so you're looking this to keep breaking. All right, so keep forming, keep breaking. All right, keep forming corrections, keep breaking. All right, and once you see that this is going to break down, okay, this trend is going to break down at this area, okay, then short, okay, correct over there on lower time frame, go for another short-term sell opportunity back to that low or new low, and then again you're looking for it to reverse for longer term. So chart is very much clear on the dollar CAD, and this is also telling telling us that what is going to come on the dollar pairs in coming days. All right, so there's going to be a nice buy opportunity on the dollar CAD all the way back to 135 or 36 areas. Okay, and another thing, whenever we have seen, a short, a corrective move on the dollar CAD, okay, yeah, it looks like that it is a very short move. Okay, it is not a very short move. Okay, it is a corrective move on a bigger degree. Okay, so we have seen, buy the dip opportunity on the dollar CAD. All right, so this is also a corrective move, although it is not going with the fundamentals. All right, fundamentals are pointing something else, but move is already happened a lot. Okay, we have seen already a lot of sell on the dollar CAD. Now it's time to recover this on this chart. Okay, so recovery required over there. So if I'm going to look at the 15-minute time frame, all right, and as long as you see there on this chart, okay, so what we were expecting on this chart to form a correction, okay, dollar CAD to form a correction for more upside. Okay, so what we have seen on the dollar CAD, we have seen correction for buy the breakout opportunity over there. Okay, that correction we have seen next leg. So same analysis again on the dollar CAD. As long as you see those corrections are keep forming on the dollar CAD is a short-term buy opportunity. Okay, but what I will suggest you to add, to do at these levels, okay, because price is still in a within a pattern, okay, and can fall back for another leg lower. Okay, so rather than for buying, okay, because you already missed the move from these lows, okay, and if you're gonna buy dollar CAD at these levels, okay, there is a risk that price still can fall back for another leg lower. Okay, so you already missed the move within these areas. So what I will suggest, don't chase the buy opportunity over there on the dollar CAD. Okay, so wait for this to fall very, very aggressively like that. Okay, once you see that and it is correcting, simple, another leg lower over there. Okay, so look for that opportunity with the trend. Okay, so those who are already into the trade, you looking, as I said, these corrections to keep forming. Okay, another one to form and dollar CAD to keep rising. Okay, so sellers, you're waiting for a breakout, as I have explained over there. Okay, on dollar CAD. So dollar CAD and New Zealand dollar is also very much similar like the euro dollar chart. Okay, the way I have explained the euro dollar. Okay, so structure is also same on the Kiwi dollar. As I said, tapering gonna be good for the dollar, all right, and higher yield gonna be good for the dollar. So if we are not going to see, a bullish dollar next week, we are having Fed rate decision, okay, then there's gonna be another leg, okay, which is pointing out over there within that wedge. Okay, that leg is still possible over there on the New Zealand dollar and euro dollar as well. Okay, so we were looking for it to go down last week for sell opportunity over there. We got a sell over there, okay, but we are looking it to go at least up to this low or that trend line and complete that bigger flag over there, go for another leg higher or break down very, very aggressively to the downside. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, when market gonna open similar way, the way I have just explained the dollar CAD chart. Okay, but that's dollar CAD, this is Kiwi dollar. All right, so you already got a breakout over there on this that corrective trend. Okay, and you are looking for a 15 to 30-minute time frame correction over there and sell opportunity over there. Okay, when market gonna open, you're looking this to correct and this opportunity when market gonna open. Okay, price to test that low, breakout, sell the breakout, boot stop behind that, and look for this to continue to go lower. Okay, breakout, as I said, breakout. Okay, breakout means breakout. Okay, not get in, don't get into the trade before breakout. As I said, there is possibility for this to push back to that top. If it is going to do that, okay, so still there's going to be a sell opportunity. So as I said, we are not interested within that move. All right, like on euro dollar chart. Okay, so same goes with the Australian dollar chart. Okay, so we are having strong bullish move on the Australian dollar. Okay, from 19th of March, okay, or 20 March. Okay, so same structure. Okay, still within the bullish, you know, pattern. All right, so longer short. So longer short means that you are not understanding what I'm saying. You are just, you know, you are just looking short. Either you should buy or sell. All right, so if I'm gonna tell you that buy, all right, but market conditions change. All right, a price action is not going to appear over there, the price action which we are expecting to appear. All right, then you may lose your money. Okay, so don't just simply look for, you know, I mean, easy things. All right, if you are just going to follow someone blindly, okay, that's not going to work for you. All right, it can work for you 1 or 2 times, but it is not going to work for you forever. All right, you can win 1 or 2 trades, but you cannot win trades consistently. So your goal should be win trades consistently. Okay, that's gonna grow your account. So 1 or 2 trades is not going to grow your account. Okay, so how you gonna you know, how you will be able to do that? By understanding the market. Okay, by understanding the price action. So focus on that rather than just you know, I mean, rather than just give you, I mean clear buy or sell signal. Okay, there is no clear buy or sell signal in the market. Market can change its conditions at any time. All right, this market, all right, heavily correlated with the certainties and uncertainties. Okay, so uncertainties can arise at any time. You don't know what is going to happen within the next 1 or 2 hours. All right, and that can change the market. Okay, so over the weekend we have here news that France, some European countries are going to go into strict lockdown. All right, from you know, in coming days. So this is a bad news. All right, it can affect on the market. It simply can drop the risk, you know, risk on assets, and can push the safe assets higher. Okay, so these things can change the market. Okay, so there is nothing fixed in this market, so don't search for fixed things. So as I have explained, you need to watch price action. Okay, if that price action appear over there, just follow that price action rather than, you know, fix things. All right, so Australian dollar, okay, we were looking for this to hold the previous top, okay, and then drop. So we are still within that daily correction. All right, yeah, so what you are looking next week, so simply an correction is just forming over there. Okay, that correction to form and a strong breakout. Okay, short-term target that, and if the move is going to be quick, aggressive, okay, so then stay into the trade all the way back to that trend line and watch it to go much lower. All right, otherwise take your profit at this area. All right, so short-term profit at this area and watch it to hold for another leg higher back to that top or new high. All right, so there are going to be a short-term buy opportunity, I mean good buy short-term opportunity rather than the other dollar pairs selling the dollar. Okay, as I have shown you, we're not going to look for buy on the New Zealand dollar or sell or buy on the euro dollar. All right, similar way, you know, I mean, price pattern is almost the same here as well. Okay, but this buy opportunity going to be much better, yeah, rather than the euro dollar or the New Zealand dollar for short term back to that top, right, within these areas. Okay, this buy opportunity, okay, within this area. So as I have shown last week, if you guys remember that. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, so correction is already appearing over there on a lower time frame. Okay, when market gonna open, you're looking for this to break out. Okay, like it has done previously. Okay, so if I'm going to look at this previous correction that has broken out to the downside, okay, so just slightly get bigger, all right, and break down. Okay, that trade all the way back to that low. Okay, and then from bottom watch it to go back up or go much lower. Okay, at least up to the trend line, the bigger time frames I have just shown you. So dollar yen chart. Okay, so dollar yen chart is a very interesting chart. Okay, this is a very good chart, and you should not miss that trade. Okay, so these kind of trades comes, very rare in the market. You don't see that kind of opportunities every day. Okay, we have seen that opportunity on the silver, if you remember that. Okay, when silver was at $11 and we were looking for, I mean, 1170 or 1165, somewhere there within those areas when we were looking for buy on the silver chart. Okay, if you remember. So we are having a similar kind of trade is just emerging over there on the dollar yen. So you can trade on this for short term to longer term. If you are a very longer term trader, you can buy it and you can just let that go. All right, let that go and break it for upside. And if you are a short term trader, okay, not a longer term trader, okay, you can look for buy around 1 or 2, okay, 1 or 2, 1 or 250, 1 or 2 80, 70, within those areas. We're gonna look at that on lower time frame, okay, and can take your profit with 50, 50 to 80 pips, all right, and max 100 pips. I mean 100 pips, all right, and then you can close that trade and can wait for the price to come back at that low, at the previous low, and then again you can get into the trade. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the old chart, all right, old dollar yen chart, interesting chart and very good opportunity, all right, because this is the chart which is behind than the other yen pairs. Okay, this is the chart which is behind than the other. So you are having weaknesses on the other yen pairs, all right. So like Aussie yen, AV yen, they are strong. Euro yen, euro is strong. Is the yen, pound yen, all strong, but this is not getting strong. This is going down. Okay, it means that it's a dollar weaknesses across the market. Okay, so this is the old chart. 102.60 was a buy opportunity up to 103.70. Okay, so that was a good buy opportunity. All right, and that was the updated chart. Okay, now we are having that formation. Okay, and as I have said last week, if you remember that, we need a decent kind of correction over there before you're gonna look for buy on the dollar yen. Okay, now that decent kind of correction is just emerging over there on the dollar yen. All right, and every time when you see that price is forming new low within that decent correction, you're looking for it to hold, bounce off, buy short term, buy back to these top, or at least up to that top. All right, and if not going higher, take that a profit off from the market. All right, and can wait for the price to come back within these areas again. Okay, so we're going to look at the lower time frame. So that decent correction is just emerging over there on the dollar yen. So for next week, you are hopefully you understand the bigger time frame. Okay, now that's the decent correction. So that decent correction needs to, I mean, we were looking for buy on this last week within these areas. All right, we haven't got a good price section over there. Price slightly went lower. All right, and it's not so strong. All right, so the good thing is that it is another leg higher, okay, like previous one. So which means that another leg lower, okay, back to that low or new low. Okay, so this is going to be the short-term trade. You are looking back to that top, okay, which is already gone from that area. Okay, I'm going to look at the lower time frame as well at this area in case if it is not going to test that low and going to break out very, very aggressively, then you can buy that breakout there for back to that top or all the way, I mean, longer term reversal. So when we're going to have reversal on this chart, okay, they're going to be a clear, nice breakout. You're all going to see that price not going to stay there. Price going to leave that channel very, very aggressively and going to go higher. Okay, you're not going to see, these kind of moves over there, and that's going to happen. Okay, that's going to happen. It's a matter of time. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, further lower, okay, and there is a correction, okay, and that correction to break out. Okay, we are currently not expecting that to break out, but if it is going to break out very, very aggressively, then you can consider buying, getting into the trade over there and putting stock behind that, okay, for more upside. So we are not looking at that move. Okay, what we are looking right now, this to go down, okay, breakout, okay, correct over there, and another leg lower back to that low. Okay, this is what we are anticipating right now. Test that low and again, give us a buy opportunity over there. So hopefully you understand that there is a nice decent buy opportunity. So I'm going to put my risk reward ratio over there. Okay, so you're looking for that kind of trade over there first. Okay, so this short-term opportunity by putting stock behind that within these areas. All right, so all the way back to that top. Yeah, if it is rising very, very aggressively, okay, then you are looking this to go all the way back to these areas. Okay, there's going to be a decent return on this chart for longer term. Otherwise, okay, otherwise keep taking your short term return over there, okay, like this trade. Okay, this trade is not there yet. Okay, but over the, you know, in the next, I mean, during the next week, it can develop over there. Okay, this previous low or this previous bottom. All right, new low or previous bottom. Okay, so this short-term trade or short-term target. I mean, I'm talking about this trade, all right, which is, I mean, which move is already there. So you're looking at that move, okay, like that move, short-term first. And if it rises very, very aggressively, just stay into the trade and let that go. Okay, so far there is possibility, as I said, okay, on 15-minute time frame, another leg lower. Okay, breakout over there, price to watch price action. Okay, so test that low, all right, or slightly lower than that. So we are not expecting it to go that much far away. So you look in that chart, okay, for longer term, it's a good chart, longer term good chart. Every time when you see that it's coming close to 102.50, 102.60, or even, I mean, I'm just telling you a general idea. Okay, if you don't understand these patterns, that price action, just telling you a general idea. Okay, just watch 103, 102, 50 or 60 areas for longer term buy opportunity. Those who, I mean, those who don't understand the formations. Okay, so pound dollar to just reverse, okay, opposite, all right, at least go down up to that trend line 130 or areas. So this chart has given us a lot of good trades, all right. So we are, you know, just, you know, I mean, we are just keep selling the pound dollar every time, and we see that it is forming new high within that you know, ascending wedge or channel. Okay, we were, you know, selling and keep taking these trades, all right, these short-term opportunities. So last week, if you guys remember that, we were expecting correction to form and this to drop all the way back to that low, all right, this low, that formation. Okay, so we have seen over there, I mean, the correction, but that correction was just keep pushing higher, and we have seen another leg higher over there. I mean, new high over there, right? And this we were expecting these corrections to keep pushing higher or break down for the downside. Okay, so we did not see sharp breakout, and it was just keep pushing higher. So for next week, very much similar analysis. Okay, I mean, which we were looking for during the week, because we already sell it a couple of times. Okay, we sold there. Okay, we already sold there, and already have taken that short-term trade, okay, and booked that trade. Now looking next week to this pair to go down again. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the, hopefully you understand the bigger time frame. Okay, let me look at that. Okay, look at this wedge. Okay, so the trade you are looking for next week, all right, so is this. Okay, that's the opportunity. At least go up to that trend line. Okay, at least go up to that trend line or that. Okay, and if it is going to drop something like that, right now there is no reason for that kind of sharp move on this chart, but in case if it is if it is going to do that, then go all the way up to 134. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, 15-minute time frame, as I said on the euro dollar, as long as euro dollar keep correcting over there, and pound dollar both, all right, so you are not looking for a sell. Okay, so go for another leg, correct, go for another leg, okay, correct, go for another leg, and once you see that the short move is coming over there, okay, if I'm gonna look at the previous one for just letting you know that what I'm talking about. Okay, so there you see that was the trend. Okay, we were waiting for that to happen. I have these chart in my group. Yeah, I can't share you those charts because it's gonna take a lot of time. So we were selling, you know, looking for sell there. Okay, we got that move, but we did not see continuation, right? So we were looking for sell too there. Okay, so this is what you are looking again. As long as price stay above trending, okay, price was trending, staying above. Okay, so staying above, and there you got the sharp sell. Okay, so once you see that that is coming, okay, you are looking to get into the trade and this to go up to at least up 134. Okay, so slightly tricky, all right, at current price at 136.90 or 136.70 areas, all right, or 80 areas. Okay, but tradable. Need to understand the price action. It's tradable. If you don't want to get into the trade at these areas, just let the price go all the way back to 137.50, all right, or even 138, all right, 138 or 137.50. All these areas are good to watch for sell opportunity on the pound dollars. Just keep you know, looking for price action at the previous top or new high for selling. Okay, that's what we are doing. We already got good trades on it, and that's what I'm telling you. Okay, I'm just simply clearly showing you, what kind of trade we are looking on it. Okay, so we got that move. Okay, we got that move. All right, so we are again looking for that move. Okay, and there is possibility that the pound dollar can go much lower. Okay, it's rising correctively. So it's like, if I'll get enough time during the week, I'll try my best to post this chart again like I did previously. All right, okay, like this chart. But this is what you are looking again on this chart. Okay, so that trade, so you're not looking right now a big move on this chart. Okay, so the 34 is okay. 34.50 areas are good to take profit. All right, so chief yen. Okay, so I'm showing those charts where we are having potential. Okay, potential for next week. So let's look at them first, and then we're going to look at those charts where opportunities can develop during the week. So chief yen, okay, so forming a very nice triangle over there, which can break out at least up to 118.50. okay, but if it goes there's going to be a sell opportunity on this chart. Okay, if it goes up to 118.50, there's going to be a sell opportunity. Right now we are not expecting it to break out. Okay, but we are expecting it to go as much high as possible so that we can get good price. Okay, last week we were looking for that trade. Okay, this opportunity, we got that opportunity. All right, and then we took profit there. We were looking for this to pull back over there. All right, we got a pullback, we sold it again, we got that trade too. Okay, and then again we are now actually buying this pair at these levels. All right, we are just looking to counter it every time, and we see that the price is coming back to the top. Okay, so we got another pullback over there, and we are looking again this trade. Okay, that trade, this move, chart is very much clear again. Okay, so this move, this flat formation to form. Okay, and this to break down on 15-minute time frame, and that trade. Okay, so there is possibility that before going to happen, before price to go lower, price slightly can push higher up to 117.60. all right, so if so, then you can get into the trade from these previous highs. Okay, and then can put your stop behind that and can look for that trade. Okay, there is possibility that this pair can reverse for longer term as well from these areas, from that price. So how are you gonna trade is the question. Let's go to the lower time frame. By the way, we are already into the short on this chart. Okay, and if you are not in, then you're looking to get into the trade. All right, so there you see. Okay, so that's the trend. Price is just trying to break out similar way the way it has done there. All right, okay, so this correction, when market gonna open, you're gonna look for this correction to break out aggressively. Okay, and can get into the trade there. All right, so you look in this. Okay, there was the correction. Okay, broke out. That was the correction, broken. All right, so you're looking that to break out. Okay, so you're looking for another one breakout, looking for another one breakout all the way back to that low. Okay, so short-term TAR going to be that low, and longer-term TAR going to be much lower. Okay, so chief yen is a good chart. Pound chief is also a good chart. Okay, and very much similar like the euro pound chart. Okay, so it is at a good area, good place to watch it to drop. All right, for the downside. The chart is clear. If I'm gonna invert that chart, and the chart is very much same like the euro pound. Okay, so it can break up for more upside. So the euro pound chart is slightly different than the pound chief chart. Okay, so the trade you are looking is simply a drop on this chart. Okay, not buy, not breakout for upside. Okay, so this correction and that trade. All right, not move up. All right, so clear chart. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, there is a correction on a 15-minute time frame. Same analysis like I said on the pound dollar chart. Okay, so this correction, as long as price keep correcting on this 15-minute time frame, keep pushing higher, don't get into the trade. Okay, let that keep correcting all the way back to that top, and then you are watching that breakout from that top. Okay, the way it has done there. Okay, that trade. Okay, and that trade for the downside. All right, so if it is if it is going to break down very aggressively from there. Okay, so you're looking to get into the trade stop and continue to go lower. Okay, if breakout is not coming over there, you're looking breakout from this previous top. Okay, the way price has done previously. All right, at this area. Okay, so you got a breakout, you got a next leg lower. Okay, so you're looking that to happen again from this previous top or this top. So we are already, we were looking for this short already on the other day. you know, when I think we were having some news. I think news broke out. I actually don't remember what kind of news was there. Yes, Bank of Canada rate the scene was there. Okay, we're looking this to drop to again pound chief. Okay, so pound CAD is also a good chart. Okay, and if I'm gonna go to the daily time frame, we are having a huge triangle over there. Okay, and at some point we're gonna see break up. Okay, break up for more upside or breakdown. Yeah, so this chart can go either way. So more likely this is gonna go higher rather than to the downside. Okay, and so you need to be careful when you sell this chart. Okay, from the top, make sure you keep that thing in mind that this pair, you know, can break up too. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, so further lower on 15-minute time frame. Okay, so there is a very nice corrective uptrend. Okay, we call that corrective uptrend. Okay, or correction. Okay, so you're simply looking for that to break out to the downside. Okay, like it has done there. Okay, this sharp move. All right, short move, get into the trade, put stop behind that correction and continue to keep pushing lower. As long as you don't see sharp sell, because the sharp sell is not coming over there, don't get into the trade. Okay, let this keep pushing higher, let this keep pushing higher. So it is close to the previous top. Okay, highly likely you're gonna see, you know, a quick you know, drop over there on the pound CAD very soon. Okay, so slightly can go higher. You can see my arrow is showing it is possible that the price slightly can push higher before dropping. So you are simply watching previous price. All right, this previous price for sell 174.50 or 60 area. So Kiwi CAD is also a good chart. Okay, it is also forming correction, which we were looking for last week. Okay, wedge. And if I'm going to look at the 4-hour time frame, as long as price keep correcting above that trend line, all right, so short term up. Okay, and price to go all the way back to that top, another leg which you guys see over there. If I'm gonna go to the 15-minute time frame, okay, so as long as price keep correcting, all right, so as long as price keep correcting, okay, so don't sell. Another correction, keep pushing higher. Another correction, keep pushing higher. Okay, so breakout. So you need a breakout. Okay, breakout, entry, stop, and you're looking to continue to keep dragging lower. So breakout means strong, you know, move, sharp move. You know, that sharp move should clear the trend line. Yeah, so that's the chart. That's the Kiwi CAD. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the pound yen chart, okay, so very much same like the pound dollar chart on a daily weekly time frame is a wedge, okay, which gonna break up for longer term. Very much similar like the 2009 and 11. Okay, and if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame straight away on a 4-hour time frame to 1 hour, okay, there is a wedge. Okay, so you're simply looking for this wedge to break down, okay, or slightly push higher, okay, and form new high, and then again start to dragging lower. Okay, so last week, as I said, we still can see there was a possibility for another leg higher, so we are having that leg higher. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, so this to break down, all right, this to break down, okay, this, it is also trying to already trying to break out. Okay, so when market open, sharp breakdown, okay, this short term trade back to that trend line or all the way go back to that trend line. Okay, so stop behind that. All right, so no buying, just simply looking for this to drop, breakout. Okay, so Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar chart. Hopefully you have seen the chart which I have posted over there. Okay, so let's go back to this old chart, daily chart. We were looking for this to drop, and now we are having a huge correction over there. Okay, now that correction to correct, keep going lower. So this is the trade. Okay, this is the trade back to that low, or go slightly lower than that. Okay, all right, so if I'm gonna go to this structure and patterns are very, very powerful, guys. Okay, don't, I mean, maybe you see these yellow lines. Okay, I mean, maybe you see that there are, I mean, yeah, these yellow lines. Okay, but these yellow lines are very much powerful than any other indicators, right? Because these yellow lines are tell us that what kind of patterns we are having, all right, and those patterns repeat very often. Okay, those patterns repeat very, very often. So don't underestimate the power of these yellow lines. All right, don't underestimate that. All right, so our, you know, strategies mostly, you know, I mean, depend on the price action, okay? Based on the, we, you know, get into the market based on the price action, right? Not just based on these trend lines, okay? But these trend lines that tell us, tells us that what kind of, patterns there, okay? Pattern is there in the market, right? So maybe you have realized or not. I mean, the dollar chart which I have just shown you, there is a same pattern. One single pattern is just running over there on the dollar pairs, right? When you're gonna see strength on the dollar, all dollar pairs gonna behave in a similar, in a same way gonna be over there. Okay, so these trend lines are telling us that there is a same single pattern which is just forming over there on dollar pairs, right? So these trend lines are very powerful, guys. Don't underestimate them. So what you are looking next week on this chart, okay? So you got a nice move over there, and that move just broken down the trend. Okay, so next week correction to form, okay, and breakdown. Okay, breakdown, entry, stop, and you are looking that trade. Okay, if breakout correction is not coming, breakout is not coming, okay, so then let the price keep pushing higher slowly. Okay, back to that top or slightly, I mean, beyond that top. Okay, but you're looking again breakout to the downside, all right, of that trend, right? So slightly go higher and then break out. So any correction you see over there, on corrections are already there, okay, and breaking. Okay, so correction broken, another one broken. Okay, so you're looking for another one bit deeper one, okay, on a 15 on one hour time frame, okay, and then that to break out the way these has broken. Okay, so it's a good opportunity to watch, and some of our traders are already into the sell on this chart. Okay, so that's the Aussie New Zealand dollar Euro Yen chart. Okay, Euro Yen also a sell opportunity, but there is possibility that this pair slightly can go beyond this previous top before going to drop. Okay, so again, entry or setup going to be based on the price action on this chart. Okay, make sure you understand that this is the chart. All right, so we are having a flat formation over there. Let me click if we do get more candles over there. No, yes, there are. Okay, so this is the pattern which we are looking right now. Okay, and that's the trend. Okay, and breakout entry, I'm going to show you breakout entry over there too. All right, so this to breakout. Okay, breakout, correct on lower time frame and keep going lower. So if breakout is not coming, don't jump into the trade. All right, so don't jump into the trade. All right, as long as price stay above the trend line, okay, it can go all the way back to this previous top. All right, this previous top. So those who are watching over on TradingView, guys, I don't think so that you're gonna see my drawing, okay? But those who are watching me on other platforms, they can see my drawing. All right. Okay, I hope that in future TradingView, I'm gonna have another feature to share, other tools as well, rather than just having access to the single application. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame. All right, so this 15-minute time frame trend is there, trend line. Okay, so the trend is there and correction is forming over there. Okay, that correction can break out and one more leg. Okay, can break out and can keep pushing higher all the way back to this previous top, the top which I have just shown over there. Okay, so you're looking this to break out, boom. Okay, break, correct, and that trade. Okay, if I'm gonna look at the previous chart, so sell opportunity. All right, sell opportunity on the euro and on a breakout. Okay, there you see. Okay, that's the correction. So this is what you are looking. Okay, either this pattern or that pattern. Okay, so this is what you are watching on the euro yen. Okay, this to happen, correct, drag lower. Okay, breakout. Okay, this breakout and keep breaking all the way back to that low. So if it is not breaking, okay, then don't jump into the sell on the euro yen. Okay, there is possibility that euro yen can test the 27 area again. If it is going to test again, there's going to be a nice sell opportunity on the euro yen. Aussie Cad is also very much similar like the Australian dollar, US dollar chart. Okay, so if I'm going to look at the daily chart, we're having a strong trending move on this chart. Okay, and there is possibility that this pair still can keep pushing higher all the way back to 103 historical top. Okay, and right now what we are looking, okay, we are looking this expanding triangle formation to hold. All right, price to slightly go higher in this expanding triangle formation. Okay, so this trade we are looking from this top or slightly go back to that top and give us a sell opportunity. When you get into the sell opportunity, make sure you understand that you are selling against the trend. Okay, need to time entry really well. Not a best opportunity, guys. This chart is not a best, okay, but this can offer a best opportunity in coming days to week, all right, because it is coming close to historical price areas. Okay, if I'm gonna look at this chart, if you remember, okay, we got a huge drop over there. Okay, so it's coming again back to those areas. So a lot of sell opportunity is going to be over there. Right now there is no enough price action. Okay, so that expanding triangle. Okay, if I'm going to look at the 1 hour time frame, okay, that expanding triangle you see over there, the expanding triangle. So sell opportunity, slightly push higher, hold it and drag lower like that leg. All right, so not buy. Okay, not buy. Buy is not there. So euro New Zealand dollar, so we got a good, you know, shot to buy opportunity on the euro New Zealand dollar, because the euro New Zealand dollar is also same like the others. Okay, other charts, wedge or channel. Okay, if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame and go to the lower time frame, okay, so this wedge, all right, so this bigger wedge, okay, this wedge price to go into that direction. So this sell is, you know, still it is still keep dragging lower. Okay, still keep dragging lower. All right, so on lower time frame, if I'm gonna look at this lower time frame, we were looking for buy. Okay, we already got that buy opportunity. We were looking, I do have those charts in our room. Okay, that trade is still playing really well and we are expecting it to go much higher. Okay, at least up to that top. All right, we were, you know, I was showing you that you know, I mean, I have updated that chart. If you look at that chart, there was a buy opportunity at that time on that chart. Okay, so this opportunity, so last week we were expecting this to keep pushing higher, all right, or give us another leg lower. So we got that leg, all right, we got that leg. We were even looking for a 1 hour time frame correction there for sell. We didn't get that. Okay, and that trade went that move went without us. Okay, and this wave is going with us. So now we are looking, okay, at least this chart to break out and test that top. Okay, this flat formation, all right, this flat formation, and once price test that top, watch price action for another leg lower. This is going to be a decent trade like that. Okay, so flat formation. Okay, if breakout is going to be sharp, okay, so sharp mean aggressive, then the channel or the wedge which I have just shown you, you're looking for that. Okay, so if I'm going to look at the 15-minute time frame, all right, so 15-minute time frame, if I'm going to look at the dollar CAD chart, okay, and gonna look at the dollar CAD chart, and you're looking similar, you know, move over there. Okay, so I'm gonna go a bit more lower on a 15-minute time frame, and if I'm gonna look at this chart, all right, so you're looking that you know, move over there. So we got a correction, we got a correction, we got a pullback, all right, a deeper pullback. We got next leg. Okay, we got a correction, right? So we got a correction there, we got a correction and breakout. Okay, so this kind of move you are looking over there. Again, that move all the way back to that up. So don't trade on this move. Okay, this is not a good trade for the sell side. Okay, for the sell side, because potential gonna be very limited over there on a euro New Zealand dollar for the downside. So if I'm gonna look at this trend, okay, so that trend, this correction, okay, you're looking that to breakout simply. Okay, go higher, stop, and go all the way back to this previous top for flat formation. All right, up to at least up to 170, 171 or 178, 170.80. Okay, and it has the potential to push all the way back to that top too. There is a potential for upside. Okay, huge potential, because this chart is in a longer term bullish trend. Okay, so let me go to the 15-minute time frame chart again. Okay, if it breaks, okay, if it breaks to the downside, that trend line, okay, so sharp break comes. Yeah, it seems that it's trying to break. Okay, but this is not a breakout, it's the spread. Okay, if you see that this is breaking very aggressively, okay, and correcting over there, then don't go into that trade. Let this trade to push more lower back to that bottom or new low. Even this is tradable after having that price action over there. Okay, but again, from the previous bottom or new low, you're looking to counter it and go higher, like the dollar CAD chart. Okay, so Kiwi Chief is also same. If I'm gonna invert that chart and gonna look at the daily chart, all right. Yeah, so the chart is very much same. Okay, reverse, go back up, and go back up or go down. All right, so on a lower time frame, similar formation you see over there. Okay, that pattern. If I'm gonna make it right, okay, so right now you're looking it is correcting, okay, correcting in both direction. Okay, so this correction is just broken, right? That correction is just broken for downside, all right? But we were more interested on the euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, we bought that pair. Okay, we were not selling. Even some of our members were selling this chart. Okay, there was a sell opportunity as well. So now what's next week? All right, so next week there is a 15-minute correction which is just appearing over there, very much similar like the euro New Zealand dollar chart. Okay, so that's this correction. If I'm gonna invert that chart and a lot of people are learning these things. Okay, I can see over there, and some people, they have learned from my free stuff. Okay, and now they are selling courses. All right, so guys, you can do that too. Okay, it's not too hard. All right, learn it and you can beat the market too. Okay, so you're looking that correction to break up. Similar thing. Okay, what you have learned from these two charts, euro New Zealand dollar and from Kiwi Chief, what you have learned within last 4 or 5 minutes, you have learned that both charts are same. All right, almost same. So if you're gonna go for buy on the euro New Zealand dollar and buy Kiwi Chief at the same time, okay, one trade gonna be profitable and the other one gonna stop out. All right, so euro New Zealand dollar and New Zealand dollar Chief both are almost same. Okay, because when you're gonna see weaknesses on the New Zealand dollar, you're gonna see across the market, not just on this pair. All right, so that's called diversification. All right, so diversify your trades. All right, diversify your trades and don't keep adding into your risk, right? Yeah, so don't keep adding your risk. So you can get into the trade. I mean, you can get into the in the market on both charts, right? You can get into the euro New Zealand dollar buy, you can get into the euro New Zealand dollar sell at the same time, but you need skills for that. Okay, you need skills for that, so make sure you understand that. Okay, diversification. So same chart. Okay, so correction, breakout and continue to go higher, or breakdown, okay, as shown on the euro New Zealand dollar chart. Okay, and then test the top on the Kiwi Chief and drag lower. Yeah, that's the Kiwi Chief. Okay, so both charts are same. So euro New Zealand Kiwi Yen, if I'm gonna look at the daily chart, all right, so we are having ascending wedge over there. If I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame chart, okay, so what was the update is also there. Okay, that was the old chart. All right, we were looking for that correction to break down. Okay, we got that breakout. We have seen that next leg lower over there on the Kiwi Yen. Okay, we got that move all the way back to that low. Okay, and where price is going right now, where the arrow is showing, where the arrow was already showing. That's the interesting thing, all right, of these patterns. All right, that's the interesting thing of these patterns. Yeah, they already gonna show you that which way price can go in coming days to 2 weeks. Okay, but when you only gonna use indicators on your chart, all right, so those indicators not gonna tell you that up to which level prices can extend, right, or where they can form setup. Yeah, so people use a lot of indicators on their chart, all right, and they just keep watching their indicator. Yeah, so just trade based on their indicators. All right, if their indicator is pointing out buy, they just buy based on that indicator. They don't watch the price chart. If their indicator is telling them sell, they just follow that indicator and get into the market just based on that indicator, but they don't look at the price. Okay, they don't look at the price section, what price is doing. Okay, then what can happen? Sometimes indicators can go in extreme areas, in extreme levels. all right, and then they reverse after going extreme. Okay, let's say you are using RSI, all right. RSI can keep, you know, pushing higher. It can go even beyond your extreme levels. Let's say if you are using 80, it can go beyond 80. It can go up to 95. You are using 90 is your extreme level. Okay, so it can go beyond 90. Yeah, it can go up to 95 at some times. Yeah, and within that area, within 90 to 95 or 80 to 90, 95, price can extend a lot. All right, price can extend a lot. So price action is more important rather than just indicators. Yeah, indicators can help you. Okay, I'm not saying that indicators are useless. Indicators are useful. Okay, it depends on you how you use them. Okay, how you use your indicators. All right, so as I said before, yellow lines are useful, not useless. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the New Zealand and yen chart, all right, so very much same analysis like the euro dollar chart. Okay, breakout, correct, breakout. Okay, this previous top or new high. Okay, and then again this trade from the top. Okay, this is what I'm anticipating right now. Okay, I mean we are currently not looking that move to go all the way back to that top or new high. We are more interested for a big drop on this chart. Okay, yeah, but if it is going to break up, then we can see another leg higher. Okay, we are less interested in that move. Okay, we are more interested for these, you know, where the arrows are showing. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, correction is just over there on both sides, same like the other New Zealand dollar pairs. Okay, this correction you see there. Okay, this to break out aggressively. Okay, entry, stop, and short-term trade all the way back to that low. All right, back to that low, and if it keeps falling very, very aggressively, stay into the trade. Okay, breakout. I'm showing breakout clearly over there. Okay, if not breaking out, then simple breakout for upside. Yeah, I'm showing breakout both direction, guys. All right, both direction. This doesn't mean that either way price gonna go, and he's showing, you know, breakout on both direction. And when market either gonna go higher, and he gonna come and gonna say that he already told you breakout is going to come over there for upside. No, not that way. All right. Okay, so by analyzing this chart, by looking at this chart, okay, based on that, there is setup, okay, for both direction. Okay, there is setup for both direction. All right, so it depends on us which way we should trade. Okay, either we should trade for short term, or we should trade for longer term where we can get more return. If you're going to trade for short term, they're going to be small return. Okay, if you're going to trade for big return or big move, big, you know, wave, they're going to be more return. Okay, that more return can, you know, overcome on your short term losses or small losses. All right, a single trade can overcome on those, on your losses. All right, so we are more interested on this chart for the downside rather than for upside. Okay, so for upside, they're going to be another leg higher, and again, having high price going to start struggling to get back within the channel. All right, so if we are going to get a breakup for upside, okay, we're going to be less interested to get into the trade. Okay, but we're going to be more interested to see sharp breakdown for the downside and going to get into the trade. Okay, we were looking for, you know, buy over there within when we had that flag. Okay, so this doesn't mean we were not looking for buy. Okay, so we were looking for buy the breakout of that flag. All right, so since then prices just keep rising. All right, now breakout and keep rising within that trend, the trend which is just there, or this correction to break down aggressively to the downside. Okay, so from current price, I'm currently telling you a kind of neutral analysis on this chart. Okay, but during the week we can see a good opportunity on this chart. Okay, for you know, downside, and that's what we are waiting for. We want to see sharp move to the downside, not aggressive move for the upside. Yeah. Okay, and we will be more interested to sell if the short move is going to come. All right, hopefully you understand. If not, then can't help you more than that. Okay, so Aussie Yen is also similar way. I'm doing similar way. All right, so Aussie Yen, and on a 4-hour time frame, same analysis. All right, we still can see another leg higher within that channel. Okay, on a lower time frame and market gonna open, you're looking simply the correction which I was asking you to look for on the Aussie New Zealand dollar. Okay, so this correction to form over there. Okay, it is trying to form, okay, and then break down. So short-term target gonna be that low, okay, this trade. And if the move is going to be really sharp, then stay into the trade for more downside. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise the move is already gone from this area, okay, and let that chart push back to that top or new high. Don't trade into that direction, okay. So better to wait. If you are not if you don't understand these patterns, then let the price simply test that top, okay, 80.90, all right, or 81 area, and you look for a drop on this chart. All right, so counter it from the top. So Kiwi Yen, Cad Yen, we were short on this chart too last week, okay. So same analysis like the dollar CAD chart, okay. So if I'm gonna invert, that's the beauty of these charts, all right, these lines, okay, these yellow lines. Okay, so what dollar CAD has done, if I'm gonna go to the dollar CAD chart, all right, dollar CAD chart is already there. If I'm gonna go to the daily chart, daily, or maybe on a 4-hour time frame, yes, okay, what was this setup over there on this chart? Buy opportunity, okay, you have seen that, and similar opportunity was there on this chart too, okay, buy opportunity, same formation, nothing different than the dollar CAD chart. We were looking for buy there too on both charts, all right. We are having that move, we had that move, all right, and the same analysis. If I'm gonna go to the lower time frame on the Cad Yen, okay, and analyze this chart similar way, the way I have analyzed the dollar CAD chart before earlier. Okay, so you have seen correction there, all right, correction there, all right, a sharp correction, you can see it's a sharp correction, and price is just correcting over there. Okay, so get a deeper pullback, all right, so just a bit deeper pullback, all right, and breakout. Okay, this is the trade. Again, this trade is a bit late, or else you already missed the move from there. Okay, and once correction forms over there, then you still can choose to that trade, but make sure you trade with care, right, at current price. So breakdown, correct, drag to that, you know, top on Cad Yen, and again go back up. Okay, not interested into that in this move. All right, so if I'm gonna make it right, okay, so pattern is very much, so you're looking another correction over there, very much similar like that or like that, all right. If correction is going to be bigger, gonna be perfect, okay. So that trade, okay, if correction is going to be bigger, then you can get another opportunity to sell, okay, all the way back to this low first, or as a short-term target, or break much lower back to that low. Okay, so Cad Yen, similar pattern you are having everywhere, guys. So pound Australian dollar, okay, we are looking for a longer term reversal on this chart. There is possibility for another leg lower, but there is no chance, okay, we are not looking for that. All right, so if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, you're simply looking for you know, for a, you know, nice correction over there. Nice means nice, okay, not a you know, bad correction, nice correction, okay, breakout and continue to go higher. If that's not coming, okay, and sharp move is coming, all right, like that, then another leg lower, guys, simply back to that bottom, and again start looking for buy from the low. Okay, this one more leg is possible, but you know, not up to that level, okay, not up to 170 yet, but up to 174 area is possible. But that by the dip, that dip gonna be a good to go longer, right? So if I'm gonna look at this chart on a bigger time frame, all right, so a bigger huge wedge is just forming over there. We are in a strong longer term downtrend, okay, that's the daily analysis. If I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame, all right, so 4-hour time frame, very much same analysis like the pound Australian dollar, okay, so breakout, okay, breakout, this trade, there is a correction like other New Zealand dollar pairs, okay, the correction which I have just shown on a 15 to 30 minute time frame, on lower time frame, this area. Okay, that correction still can break down and continue to go lower all the way back to that low. This trade is possible, as I have shown on the New Zealand yen chart. Okay, Kiwi yen chart, if you remember. Okay, Kiwi yen can break up for another leg higher. So similar way, okay, this correction can break down and can continue to go lower. Okay, this is tradable, guys. Okay, this is tradable. You just need skills to trade for that move for the downside. Okay, we are more interested for longer term reversal, so we are just simply looking for buy the dip on these areas. Okay, yes, I can show you another, you know, quick thing. So every time when you see that the price is testing that gap, all right, you're staying bullish. Stay bullish on both chart, on pound Australian dollar and pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, if price comes there, still longer term bullish. Watch price action and look for longer term buy opportunity. All right. Okay, so euro pound. Okay, so euro pound is also sitting at the same area, same place where I was asking you to look for buy last week, if you remember. All right, so this opportunity, if you remember. Yeah, trading views there. If you are listening right now, then please, there are a couple of features. All right, if you're gonna introduce those features, then gonna be perfect. All right, and one is I have already sent my ticket, but they were saying that you need to raise that concern with community. All right, so more votes obviously gonna bring that feature. The feature is there should be shortkeys to lock and unlock your tools. Okay, so let's say if I'm gonna click on this on my trend line, I need to go back to the lock button every time. Okay, you see there, I need to go to there to lock and unlock. All right, and again need to unlock, and then you know I can alter my stuff. Okay, so what I want a short key. Okay, just click on that, lock and unlock with short key. With that can save my time. All right, and if we are going to have a custom short keys feature, that's going to be perfect, right? That's going to be perfect. So hopefully you guys are already doing a lot of great stuff. Okay, doing a lot of help to the community, and keep going. All right, thanks. So euro pound. All right, so euro pound, last week we were looking for this formation, if you remember. Okay, this formation, ABC move. Okay, price to hold, bounce and continue to go higher. All right, go all the way. So those who are on trading, you're not gonna see my drawing. All right, but those who are watching me on other platforms, they're gonna see my drawing. All right, so because I'm not using the trading view highlighter, if I'm gonna use that highlighter gonna take a lot of my times to draw and remove. All right, so that's the reason I'm not using the highlighter. So euro pound. Okay, so euro pound currently is setting up for that next leg. Okay, this move, this buy opportunity. For that you need to keep an eye out. We're gonna look at the lower time frame. All right, so yeah, another leg lower is also possible back to that bottom. All right, when you're gonna go for buy, make sure you understand that it can drop. All right, so this correction. All right, so we were looking for buy last week on the euro pound from the lows. All right, so we already got a good move on this. Okay, but so far there is very good price action. All right, price action is good. All right, so you're looking this breakout. Okay, breakout, keep pushing higher. Get this breakout. If breakout is not coming, then another leg lower back to that low. Okay, so when you buy, make sure the arrow which I have shown on bigger time frame, that move possible. Okay, all the way back to that low. We are not looking for sell right now. We are only looking this to hold the current price and go back up rather than dropping for the downside. All right, so Eurocad. Okay, so Eurocad is also bouncing up from the bottom, all right, from the previous low. So let me go to the lower time frame. So simple analysis, guys, on the Eurocad, we are having there was a buy opportunity too last week when we had we had ECB rate this year. Okay, so we were looking for 15-minute correction to break out over there. Okay, so these corrections were breaking. Okay, so we had that move, and now we are looking this to just keep pushing higher. Okay, correct. And yeah, analysis is very much same like the euro dollar chart. Right? So I'm gonna pull out my trend line over there. Okay, as long as you see that, not a best trending trade for more upside. Okay, just needs skills to buy for more upside. Okay, so correction. Okay, correction, keep going higher. Okay, so sharp breakdown, correct, and back to that low, same price action. Okay, like other pairs have just shown. Okay, so trend, as long as price stay above the trend, like dollar CAD chart. Okay, I have shown dollar CAD chart. All right, as long as price stay above that trend line, keep correcting 15-minute time frame, keep going higher. All right, short-term buy opportunity is going to be over there on the Eurocad. And once Eurocad test 157, 158 area, right, so then start looking for price action for sell on this chart. This is a good chart every time, and you see that it's coming close to 157, 150, 58, or even 168, 60 areas. Okay, so price is almost 500 pips away from 160. All right, but I have shared, charts on Telegram. Hopefully you guys have seen. Okay, we are just simply selling it every time, and you see we are having price over there. So dollar CAD chief. So CAD chief, all right. CAD chief, and correct. So on 4-hour time frame. Okay, that clear. Structure is clear. Last week we were looking for during the week. All right, so not before the. I think I have shown you one more up lag previously when price was there in the weekly market outlook, and last we were looking for sell over there on the CAD chief. Okay, no, that lag to complete over there back to that low, and then again higher and then drop. So this is the move. Okay, all the way back to this low. All right, all the way back to that 68 areas, and Eurocad to 158 area. All right. So correction. Okay, not a best opportunity right now. Opportunity is already gone from that top. Okay, but those, if you guys caught the trade already from the top, from 70, 50 areas, all right, then you are looking at another correction and test that top and bounce off all the way back to that top. Buy opportunity going to be over there from these lows. All right, these previous lows. So CAD chief, euro Australian dollar. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, same structure like the euro New Zealand dollar. Let's straight away go to the lower time frame. Okay, further lower, 15-minute time frame. All right, so this correction to break up. Okay, break up. All right, aggressively break up and continue to keep pushing higher. All right, so breakout. All right, so we were looking for buy on this chart too, guys. Yeah, all these charts are there in our room. All right, so we got buy there. We were looking for buy. We got buy. All these corrections were buy. Okay, so there were nice trades on the euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, so that's the reason I'm showing you more upside, because we are already into the trade from the low. So we want this to go as much high as it can. All right, rather than for another leg lower. Okay, for another leg lower, what you are looking is the question. Okay, all right, so sharp sell. Okay, sharp sell, correct below the trend. Okay, and then another leg lower. All right, this is tradable. All right, so currently we want this to go all the way back to that, at least up to that trend line before dropping. All right, if we're not going to move all the way back to that trend line, then we'll go for this expanding triangle formation. Okay, this expanding triangle formation for another leg. Okay, that move. If I'm going to look at the 1-hour time frame chart, all right, so this expanding triangle formation. All right, so this is going to be a good trade for the downside. All right, that trade. Not expecting that right now, but during the week, once we're going to see price action, okay, that move can appear over there. Fresh move. So Aussie chief is also same like the euro New Zealand dollar. We just need to invert that chart. Okay, you just need to invert. Okay, like that. So So if I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame, okay, move is already happened over there. We need a decent correction over there. Okay, decent correction over there, and that drop. Okay, and that drop. Euro chief is also a short-term good sell opportunity. All right, but from 108.5. Okay, not from the current price. In case if this chart is going to test 108.5 or even 90, 109, sorry, 1.09. All right, they're going to be a nice sell opportunity from that top. All right. Okay, right now move already gone. Okay, you can't, I mean, you should not chase that trade because this pair moves really slow. So you should wait for this to go back up or short term buy opportunity and again drop from there. So not a best opportunity, but during the week we can see. So equities, okay, commodities, equities, and cryptocurrencies, we're gonna look at them. So Nikkei index is really strong. Okay, very strong. All right. And if I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame, okay, another leg higher. Remember, they are rising very aggressively for upside. Equities, okay, they cannot keep rising forever. All right, they cannot keep rising forever. They're gonna be sharp sell, okay, at some point, guys. Just make sure you understand that and trade based on that. All right, so which means short term buy the dip opportunity. Okay, short term buy the dip opportunity and keep taking your profit off. Don't stay specifically in the US equities at current price for longer term. I mean, if you are holding longer term positions from 2200 or 2300 or even 2500 on S&P 500, right? So you still can hold those trades. But if you are looking to trade right now on the equities and wanna trade and wanna hold those opportunities for longer term, that's not a best, I mean, these trades are not going to be best trades for you, right? You shouldn't be buyer over there at current levels for longer term, right? Specifically the retail traders. You cannot make a lot of money by trading on the indices at current levels, right? What indices can do, they can correct one hour to 4-hour time frame. Okay, they can keep pushing higher. They can correct, can keep pushing higher for for next 2 to 4 months, right? 4 months or 6 months, or simply they can keep pushing higher as long as Fed is not going for the tapering. All right, when Fed gonna start talking about tapering, equity is gonna start reacting to that. All right, and we may see sharp sell. Okay, so avoid yourself from a huge drop. All right, okay, but keep trading for short term, for upside. Keep buying the dips. All right, so what kind of dip? You can buy 15-minute dip as well. You can buy 30-minute dip as well on the equities. You can buy 1-hour dip as well. You can buy 4-hour dip as well. Okay, so it depends on you. Okay, what kind of trader you are. Either you are looking for 4-hour dip or you are looking for 15-minute dip. All right, so 15-minute dip gonna give you small return. All right, short, small move for upside. All right, so 4-hour dip gonna give you enough, move, enough, return. I mean, good. You can have a look on my Nasdaq 100 index idea. All right, that chart, that setup which I have shared a couple of days ago. All right, so if you are waiting for 4-hour dip, okay, then wait for 4-hour dip all the way back to that trend line, or at least up to this previous low, and then next leg higher. Okay, it can break out and can continue to go higher. So same goes with the S&P 500. Okay, so this 4-hour time frame correction to form. All right, and next leg, okay, go all the way up to 4,000. All right, go all the way up to 4,000. So on a bigger time frame, make sure when you buy them, okay, let me go to this old chart, okay, just to let you know that what has happened over there. Okay, look at that, how aggressive move is there. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the US Russell 2000 small caps, all right, and gonna look at the clean chart. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the clean chart, all right, and gonna look at the clean chart. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the monthly chart. All right, that's a vertical move. Just look at that. That's a vertical move. Okay, and it has gained almost 100%. All right, it has gained almost more than 100%. All right, 130% almost. All right, so that's not sustainable. Okay, this is not going to sustain simply. All right, and we're going to see similar kind of dip at some point. Okay, so you are trying to avoid yourself from that kind of, you know, drop. Either, I mean, wherever you are trading on equities or stock. All right, so just avoid yourself from that. Okay, and this is gonna come, that's for sure. That's gonna come. All right, okay, how bigger that correction is going to be, all right, and how sharp that correction is going to be. Okay, but for sure that is going to come. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the S&P 500, okay, so as long as you see those tiny corrections are just keep forming, so stay trending. All right, so just keep trending for short term. All right, and keep taking your profit off every time, and you see that the next leg is going to come. Okay, don't even trade on the indices without stop loss. Okay, don't even think. All right, so trade with stop loss, with proper risk reward ratio on the indices. The same goes with the Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, we are anticipating bigger correction, but so far we are expecting just, yeah, there is the chart. Okay, 4-hour time frame correction was there, and you have seen nice lag over there. So similar way, it depends on you what kind of move you are looking. Are you looking for that 4-hour pullback, or you are looking for 15-minute pullback? All right, if you're looking for 4-hour time frame pullback, then let the price give you a nice decent 4-hour pullback, and then look for next leg. If you are not looking for that, then just simply go to your 15-minute time frame. Okay, then trade on these small moves. Okay, that move. All right, price to come back, test that move, keep taking your profit off. All right, so Nasdaq 100 index is also same, and gold. All right, so gold is very much same analysis like last week. All right, so that's the bigger time frame, daily time frame. I'm straight away gonna go to the lower time frame. Okay, so what I said last week, watch this previous bottom and look for short-term buy opportunity. All right, so within this area. Okay, that move happened. Then I said once price gonna test that top, look for this sell opportunity. So price is going, you know, I mean, both, you know, buy setup was there. Okay, now dropping for sell opportunity from that top. Okay, for next week, what you are looking, okay, breakout. Okay, if breakout come, another leg higher, and then drop. Okay, breakout is not coming, then keep dragging lower. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame. All right, so this, yeah, there is the chart. Okay, so this correction to get bigger. All right, flag formation, and then that flag formation to break out aggressively there. Not a best chart to trade, okay, for swing traders or for wave traders. All right, so not a best chart for them. Yeah, but it's okay to trade for them, those who are trading for support, using support and resistance for short-term trades. All right, because you still can trade. Again, not a best chart. So this is what we are looking right now. Breakdown from current price, keep dragging lower, or go for another leg and then break out. Same goes with the silver chart. All right, so silver also done that, short-term buy, then sell opportunity. Yeah, last week we were expecting flat formation to form. Okay, we are having that pattern right now. Okay, this flat formation last week. All right, price went higher, then drop. Okay, now similar way, the way I have just shown you, gold breakout, continue to go higher and then drop aggressively, or this flat formation to keep dragging lower. Okay, which is already completed over there. Or expanding triangle. Yeah, if you want to call that expanding triangle, you can call that. If you want to call that you know, flat, you can call that. Okay, so there you got the Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin, as said many times, guys, if you are trading on Bitcoin, because there is a lot of hype in the market, yeah, that buy Bitcoin. Yeah, but buy where? 40,000, 50,000, or 30,000? Where you should buy? So you should be clever, all right? You should be clever. You shouldn't be dumb, all right? Buying Bitcoin at 35,000 or 40,000 for longer term. You can buy, all right? But for not for longer term, for short term, all right? As I have said on the equities, all right? So why Bitcoin is dropping right now? Why it's not keep rising? Okay, because when it was rising, there was, you know, fear in the market that we're going to have inflation, and investors were hedging that. They were hedging their positions against the inflation. All right. Now what's happening now? Yield is pushing higher. Now investor believes that we're going to have higher interest rate in this year, or maybe at the end of the next year. All right. Possibly not in this year. All right. But higher yield obviously going to put pressure on the Fed to do something. All right. And that going to create opportunities on the other assets. All right. In other market. All right. So big players are institutions. They're not going to tie their funds here on the Bitcoin. They're obviously going to take their positions away from Bitcoin. They're going to sell their Bitcoin, and they're going to go there where they're going to see higher yield. All right. I mean, where they're going to see higher profit or best opportunities than the Bitcoin. All right. And they're going to wait for the Bitcoin to dip more lower, and then they can get into the buy again. So what this is telling you, right? This is telling you, all right, all this thing is telling you trade with care on the Bitcoin. Okay. All right. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame or updated time frame, okay, so that's the updated chart. That correction is just appearing over there. Now that correction to break out aggressively, and there 1 hour time frame. Okay. Okay. So it's doing right now. Yeah. Now this breakout, okay, the breakout which we are having over there, this flag, that can extend all the way back to that low, guys. Okay, it can extend all the way back to that low. So you are watching this pair to Bitcoin to form bottom there. All right, so Bitcoin to find its bottom over there at that low, and then break out and continue to go higher. Okay, so go up to 36, 37 areas, and then again from those areas to drop for another leg lower. Okay, so it is very volatile. Trade with care. Okay, and make sure you understand your risk over there on Bitcoin. Okay, so US oil. Okay, US oil to just keep pushing higher. All right, so go up to 65 areas. Okay, but trade with care. Okay, again, if I'm gonna look at this 4 hour time frame. Okay, so this correction can get bigger up to the trend line. Okay, if the correction is going to be bigger, that's going to be a perfect opportunity to buy the dip on the oil. Okay, but right now we are looking this to keep pushing higher. Same goes with the WTI. All right, this correction to break out and continue to keep pushing higher. All right, and the natural gas is not a best opportunity. Copper to get slightly bigger. Right, so copper can break out and can continue to go higher, continue to keep pushing higher. Right, so bigger correction going to be much better up to the trend line. Okay, so that's the structure on the upper. Okay, the Turkish Lira is also setting up for a breakout for the next leg. So our target is the 10. All right, and it is setting up for a breakout, right? And you're looking this to go for another leg lower and then form new low and then continue to keep pushing higher. If I'm gonna look at the daily time frame, okay, so it's setting up for a breakout. All right, that wedge is setting up for a breakout like this previous one. All right, so like this previous one, bottom is not defined over there. All right, like this. All right, bottom was clearly defined over there, so it is still in a correction, in a wedge correction. Okay, dollar rand is also, emerging market currencies started to struggle against the dollar. Okay, emerging market currencies started to struggle, means that bottom is going to be in place. Okay, means that a lot of, you know, buy opportunity is going to be over there. Okay, so that's the dollar rand. Okay, very much seem like the dollar yen chart. Okay, breakout, continue to go higher, entry stop, and let that continue to go higher. Okay, or another leg lower back to that bottom. Okay, and then look for buy the opportunity over there, buy from these areas from low. All right, so pound dollar has already shown. Okay, so same goes with the dollar Mexicano. Dollar Mexicano is a good chart to watch, and it's a good chart to watch. All right, so let's go to the past. All right, there you guys gonna understand. Right there, you're gonna understand that how to trade on this chart. There you got the dollar peso. All right, so time to watch price action for long. Okay, what we have seen, boom, it was keep dragging lower. We haven't seen, you know, the move which we were expecting, right? But this doesn't mean that there were not buy opportunities. All right, so there were buy opportunities on this chart. Okay, so this can happen again on the dollar peso. All right, those who have traded specifically in our room, they know what I'm talking about. All right, okay, they understand about what I'm talking about. Okay, because there are a lot of buy opportunities. Okay, so what it has done, okay, was keep pushing lower slowly back to the previous bottom. All right, and all right, keep pushing lower, and we were simply buying the dips on it. All right, and yeah, their new low, all right, and the new low, we were keep buying it on lows. All right, and yeah, keep buying every time, and we were having new lows on the dollar peso. All right, and then what it did finally, all right, boom, it never looked back. All right, it never looked back. Yes, got it. You got the idea. Okay, how to trade on this chart now. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the current price, all right, so good opportunities forming over there, guys. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the bigger time frame, struggling, okay, setting up for a breakup. Okay, what it can do, the worst scenario gonna be that, okay, price, I mean, we are even not expecting this kind of move at the moment because there is no reason, right? But still there gonna be a nice buy opportunities over there at the bottom. All right, what it can do, it can stay at the bottom for a while. Okay, we were buying those charts at those moves as well. Yeah, at there, those who have traded on those charts, though that wave, they know. All right, even buying these moves as well. All right, so what it can do, it can stay sideways for longer term. All right, that's my point, guys. Okay, before going to continue to go higher for the next leg like that. Okay, or next leg like that. Okay, now let's start trading on it. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. And let's look at this. Okay, this wedge, that's the longer term breakout we are looking on this chart. Let's just go straight away to the lower time frame. Okay, what trades you are looking? You are looking these short-term trades. Okay, that's your target. These are the trades you are looking. Okay, these are the trades. Okay, trade is already gone, by the way. Okay, last week our, you know, one of our member was looking for buy there. All right, so chart is clear, formation is clear, setup is clear, where to buy every time and you are having new low. All right, every time and you are having new low on it. Okay, so move is already gone. Now wait for this to happen. Okay, this is tradable, but I'm gonna have a higher risk. All right, gonna have a higher risk. You need skills to trade. Okay, similar way that we have explained, other pairs need a breakout over there, correction over there, and then next leg low over there on the lower time frame, 15 to 30 minute time frame for that move. Okay, so a decent pull, a correction, breakout and continue to go higher, not expecting that move, anticipating it to get back to that low. Okay, and buy opportunity. So these are your trades. All right, these are your trades. Put your stop behind that and look for these moves. Okay, so there are going to be a lot of good trades, on this chart, guys. Okay, the way we have traded, let me check if I do have dollar peso chart there. It's an old chart. Okay, so I think that's the chart when we were looking for buy. All right, yeah, this flag I have shown. So buy the breakout happened, did not continue, but came back again at the lows. All right, and yeah, we got a lot of, you know, good opportunities on this chart. Okay, so time to do that again. Okay, good luck. This chart gonna be a good to watch. Dollar Chinese yuan is also similar like that. Okay, but we are less interested on this chart for buy. Okay, there gonna be a reversal too on this chart. Okay, so it still can fall back within that wedge. All right, so let's look at the other indices. Okay, other indices are also same like the US indices. Okay, US indices. Okay, so short-term dip and continue to go higher. Okay, so another this dip and continue to go higher. I'm gonna go through quickly. Okay, so same on this, Russell 1000 small dip over there and continue to go higher. Okay, 4-hour dip, 4-hour time frame dip. Okay, US Russell 2000 is also same. Make sure you trade on them with care. Okay, specifically in the US Russell 2000, it has extremely overvalued. All right, so dip and go higher. All right, and Russell 3000 dip and go higher. German 30 same. Okay, 4-hour time frame dip and continue to go higher within that channel. All right, UK 100 index breakout and continue to go higher. UK 100 index is still there. Okay, still have a enough potential. Okay, breakout and continue to go higher. There is possibility that breakout. Okay, breakout. Make sure you get into the trade on a time and manage your position really well. Breakout. Okay, breakout is not coming, then slightly go lower. Okay, and then continue to go higher. Something like expanding triangle formation there. Yeah. So Euro stock is also same like the US stock, small dip and go higher. You see that same pattern formation is over there across the market, not just on the currencies, similar pattern on the equities. Why is that? Because you are having a lot of cheap money coming into the market from print. All right, so central banks are just printing, putting money into the market. That's driving the market higher. All right, and you are having a same pattern everywhere. Same pattern is just forming over there. What's going to happen when central bank going to stop stimulating the economy? Okay, then you're going to see different types of patterns in the market. All right, then you're going to see this correlation which we are having right now. That correlation going to stop behaving the way it is behaving right now. All right, so same goes with the stock 600. Okay, so dip and keep pushing higher like the US stock. All right, so European stock indices are still cheap. Okay, so same goes with the Aussie 200. Dip and keep pushing higher. Nifty too, correct and keep pushing higher. Nifty is also gone vertical. Okay, so make sure you trade on them only for short term, not for longer term. All right, and on a stock, all right, so NEO still pushing higher. Okay, we need a bigger correction on NEO. A lot of potential is over there on this chart. Okay, bigger correction and keep pushing higher. XPeng is also started to push higher. All right, longer term buy opportunities are there on these two electrical automaker companies. All right, so Tesla still in a trend. Okay, and we need a bigger correction. Tesla still can continue to go higher, but yes, it is in a bubble shape. Okay, it cannot keep going higher, right? It cannot keep going higher, so trade with care. Apple too broke out. Okay, last week we were looking for that to break out, so broke out, going higher. Amazon, yeah, whole bottom and keep going higher. Microsoft, that bottom, all right, stay above that bottom. All right, Nvidia, Google gone. All right, Google just gone vertical from that floor, so you have seen continuation on Google. So Google was also a buy opportunity. All right, so those who are not rising right now is the Nvidia. Okay, so you're looking them to go higher. Microsoft, Amazon to go higher. Apple also gone. Tesla also gone. All right, so Facebook, if you're trading on them, Facebook also gone. All right, Tesla, that floor just gone, and Zoom as well. So Boeing as well, Boeing to break out. All right, Boeing is setting up for a breakout. Boeing is not going to stay there, definitely not going to stay there. Boeing is going to rise. Okay, when market gonna be normal, I mean when travel gonna be normal, right, then you're gonna see this is gonna keep pushing higher. All right, so Norwegian Air Shuttle is still sitting at the floor, and free sell. Okay, so free sell is a good chart. I have shown you that chart too before. Yeah, shown you that fuel cell energy before. It's taking off now. All right, so it dropped from 8,000. all right, and it's struggling right now. It is trying to stabilize. All right, so we have seen some strength on it. Okay, some strength on it. So yeah, there is buy opportunity for longer term, but you shouldn't be buyer over there at current levels. All right, so it's not cheap. All right, it's expensive at 20. So if it come close to the $6, $7 areas again, okay, if you are a longer term player, then play this chart for longer term. Ethereum, okay, Ethereum is behaving similar way, like you know, Bitcoin. All right, so yes, longer term bullish on Ethereum. Okay, but make sure you trade with care at current price. Okay, so let OITA is a coin to watch, okay, within these areas. So accumulate that coin. All right, so Ripple is struggling, but obviously Ripple gonna bounce back really hard. All right, so let's just finish here, guys. Hopefully you have learned something. So let's just finish there, and we'll see you back into the next week weekly market outlook. Until then, bye bye, enjoy your weekend, and have a nice weekend, guys. I think there is no question, so let's just finish here. We'll see you back into the next week weekly market outlook. Until then, bye bye.